Ah, back on the ESO grind. Honestly, I was a little up in the air whether I wanted to do whatchamacallit, this Destiny 2 or do Warhammer Age of Reckoning I reinstalled. But I was like, you know what? We are Kishi has wares. And then I love meme getting angry at my loss of my loss of the lack of fucking inventory space. Oh, it's $12. I don't even the rarity level. Glowing a little bear. So goodbye. Isn't that what I'm using? Oh no, I'm using the sword. Alright, yeah. Oh, nice. It crashed. It's been a minute since it last did that. Oh, it never crashed because of the Epic Game Launcher, because now it's not letting me like tab to it. Um, hmm, try this again. This is a game. Alright. Spectral horse, I see. Come back. We have side quest over there. Wait, where's the... Oh, here it is. And side quest over here. So we'll use the thingy. Oh wait, do I have materials I can? Yes. Because I was at like 62 out of like the 70, and I was just like, oh, maybe I just have that much stuff. And then I was like, wait, materials.
The Red Mountain.
Bank. Right, because of this backup garbage. I guess we can go do that. I'm still slightly annoyed that I can't just like hand him the ones that I have. Like, that's so annoying. Cause like they made it like a quest, like in order, right? When I feel like what they should have just done and be like, alright, there's X number of like tombs to get the etchings for. Go find them, bring them to me. I feel like that would have been slightly easier to code. Ooh. Rather than just be like, I mean, unless it's like that after this quest. Right? That's also an option. Or a possibility, I should say. I hope that's the case, because that'll free up a lot of movement. Because if not, it also means it's going to be a pain in the ass, because it means we're going to have to go one by one. Then go, rub it, get the rubbing, come back, go, get, like, oh my god. I'm not looking forward to that. Like, in the least. And like, I'm pretty sure it's probably a quest that I should have gotten. And then like, done it while I was questing, sort of deal. But... I just really hope it's not the case, because if it is, that's gonna suck. Unless I just happen to have all the ones we need, then it'll be fine. But we'll see how it goes.
I don't have to go, you know. I can help clean things up around here. I know how to keep a low profile. This isn't up for debate. You're going.
I'm also slightly sad because I basically missed out on the entirety of the free login period for Final Fantasy XIV. It's still technically good for another couple of days, but
I assume you found the mod. This is the model of Varden. My research indicates that 30 of as you recover.
there we go. Okay, so it does work that way. Nice. I was really hoping it would.
As you recover.
Nice, and he took all of them. Oh, okay. Good. When I thought about it, I was like, it probably works that way. Because when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I remember other MMOs, and that's how it works, right? Where like the first one, the first quest is like, go to this one and do this, just to teach you like what to look for, and then the next ones after that are like, all right, go here, or like not necessarily go here, but they're just like, all right, go do the things, go find things. I don't want to go do some of these like prologue quests, get them out of the way. Oh shit, no. What a steal! Such a deal. I don't even know why I have like 500 from. Oh, this one looks so cool though. Yeah, I don't even know what you get, but High Isle would definitely be one of the ones I would buy if I ever spent money on this game. Lost Depth looks cool just because it has the bear. I'd probably end up getting like some of the other major ones. Like Greymoor, which is the werewolves and the vampires. And then Necrom. Oh. Basically all the ones that would give us like decent stuff. I am. Oh. It's a... Becomes with Horns of Reach. Okay, it made it seem like it was more, but... Yeah, Somerset has the jewelry crafting. Garden. Oh, damn it. That means I can't get the item, the armor that I want. Man. I was hoping that it would be one of the ones that I got. At least I'm assuming, because it's like, it's Orsinium. Like, I remember that's in the name of the armor, the bear armor that I want. So is Necrom not the one that has the thing? Or is that like, split to something else? Down here. Lost Depths. And the Minotaurs. Oh. Okay, let's just make sure we have the Morrowind one. Blackwood, Deadlands, High Isle, Brickmai, Gold Road, Morrowind. What? Let's go. Where's Morrowind? That's the right one, right? Boom, 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 boom. Hmm. 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 I think that's the one. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. Missing prophecy, which is the one for shadows. If that even has one. Black wood. I think that's the other DLC that I have here. Maybe? Question? Maybe not. Hmm. Oh no. Alright, that's okay. Orsinium is definitely like the one. I would get. One Homeland of the Orcs, 10 out of 10. Oh, their armor, 22 out of 10.
I don't have to go, you know. I can help clean things up around here. I know how to keep a low profile.
What did I get for myself? Oh, I got a pet, right?
You're going. I've got
Right, that's what I got for my free little crate thing for leveling up. Was that a bunch of random potions? Even though I probably should have like done something with the potions. I think there was a way to like break those down. Something.
By the three, I was planning on sailing to...
But I don't know enough. I do not know.
Hey, have one with me.
Oh, what? I guess I didn't want me to come in here. I'm lost. Oh, there we go. I was just like, I am lost.
easy now.
He's a wolf. Oh no. My side quests. This is not really surprising considering it's the main. This is the main town, right? Oh no, this is. I don't know. I don't remember.
You want to make some gold, Walker?
Oh. Or dagger combo? And I'm more of an axe guy, but.
Ah, right on time. Ha! I'm not sure. Beyond certain. I heard their cry. Ha! I'm not sure.
Abby. Let's see. What about that? Oh. Oh, mellow. You know, one of these days I'll stop hitting the back button. When I mean to, like, not hit the back button. I'm gonna clear up the quest log a bit. I need to grab the one for the warden. Alright. Got.
Watch it now.
Wait, actually, what was. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought I was still under collections. I was like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting to run straight into like an enemy camp. Almost forgot to eat some chicken. I mean, that's where I need to go. Fight me, are you? Oh, okay, good. I'm glad he could recognize who the alpha bear here. Brother Perry? What happened to you, Brother Perry?
It was a trap. It was a trap. I'll be all right.
Hey, it ain't so, Brother Perry. Oh. I had just grabbed the quest, so I was like kind of afraid that it would be
Help! Bandits are burning our fields. Help!
I don't know. I didn't see it. Sorry, wrong number. Trying to get the Morrowind prologue quest done. And no. I thought I saw a skeleton, so I was ready to like do a little bit of grinding for do a little bit of grinding for the fighter guild. Oh. Isn't it's I'm crying.
Things have never looked.
Oh, I was supposed to talk to the statue. I see. What hold on there? I see. I see. It's not above, so I thought I would go up. Up.
Rejoice, she like my data. The many such matters are.
Oh, this is it. Ah. Which? Oh. Alright, we'll go. Like a brother Zach over here. Wait, didn't the very first? I'm saying the very first dungeon in Wardenfall had Wardenfall had the Daedric things in it. Let me see if I can remember where to find it. Remember you walk out from town, talk to whatever, and then I think you go this way? You're on this way to find it? Dungeons would stay marked on your map. Like the, well, not like dungeons, but like the solo dungeons. Because I'm pretty sure it was before you hit the city. Just don't remember if it was following the main path or not. I'm pretty sure it's... Fuck. I wish I remembered where... Oh, is it here? Yeah, here we go, here we go. I remember it was pretty close. I'm thinking there's Daedric stuff in here. At least it counts. I'm pretty sure it's the type that counts for the Fighters Guild, so it should be Daedric. Okay, maybe this isn't what I think of it. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's go. I can grind out the 20 that I need for this quest, and then Fighters Guild XP along the way. Nice. Oh. The model kind of looked like something like fightable. So try to, you know, stuff.
Hello there.
What's up, Slingster? How's the work? You know, I probably shouldn't have chosen a dungeon that's like close to a starter area. Kinda cringe, not gonna lie. How so? That beautiful battle axe. Little bro over here don't know I saved his life. Wanna get your Wakus in? Yeah, no way. What's a temp like though? It's hot as fuck over here where I'm at. Respawn rate's pretty quick for these though. That's really nice. We can get a decent little collection of Phaedra cards. Yeah, I tried to play Albion online again. Cause I just went around and like tried to like fire up a bunch of like old MMOs that I had tried before, and I don't know why, I just can't play the game. It's amusing because like, well, I think I have to like use my, like I think I have like a Steam login, like, because when I logged into Steam I didn't have anything from like my Founders pack. I bought like the super cheap Founders pack. Because like, it was during a time when I was playing a lot of games like Albion Online, like EVE Online, and playing other games like that. And like, I put a decent little bit of time into into like the early access stuff, like the Founders stuff. But like, I don't know. I think part of it is just the fact that like, I can't just straight up use the weapon type that I want to use, like out the get-go. Like, it takes a bit of grinding to be able to do it. And like, to be fair, I don't really have an issue like trying to grind to use something I want. It's just that like, it's kind of weird in the case where if I can at least use like really dumbed down versions of it, then I'm cool. But if I can't even use like a super beginner version or something of like, you know, two-handed axes, then I'm not gonna feel like it's gonna be hard for me to like want to feel that I want to keep playing. So it's just a weird like tick that I have. I'm glad I remembered that the first dungeon has Ajax stuff. Oh, we were so close to getting Slayer unlocked though. Granted, Slayer wouldn't have really done us because of well, we don't use any Fighters Guild stuff. Oh shit. That didn't go as expected. That I don't think that was supposed to do that. I don't know why, but I feel like that was not supposed to do that. Oh. Wait, did I not grab the waist shine? There's no way there isn't a waist shine in here. I just don't have it, right? Yeah, there has to be a waist shine in there. Oh. Toffee cake. Holy, how are you so fast? Assuming it's a buff spell that he's using? Holy shit, he's fast. Like my horse, I mean, I know it's like the default horse, and I haven't looked into any of the extra like mount things, but he was like zooming. I think if he hadn't stopped, then wouldn't have, like, he would have just passed me by. Right now, there it is. It'll be handy to have it. Take the boat. Or the bear. Okay, also I was able to verify that the bear is in fact not a cha-ching pet. It is actually the ultimate. Forward to that. Oh, that was a cool sound of that. Oh, that's a horse discount area. Excuse me, good sirs. What? Bunch of hooligans. Quest starter, I don't. Alright, that's kind of cool though. I had a feeling I was gonna get quest starter. I was like, I'm either about to attack them and get bounty, or I'm gonna be able to kill them and it's gonna start a quest either from the dude I saved or some other. Or fashion.
We still have room if you expect it.
Well?
Oh, and then from here, hop, skip, and it.
It's not a good day to travel, but
Well?
you are ready.
Well?
It's not a good day to travel.
Well?
Okay, at least this one has like a quest. The other one, like, it's telling me to go to Glenumbra, but it's not giving me quest marker in Glenumbra.
You're just the type Sergeant Antibes is looking for.
To go to. Brother, where do you want me to go? Like. Okay, all the way over here. Okay. Grab the way shrine and then we'll make our way over. Bro, this is like some old school questing shit. It pissed me off. Going over it. Fuck is that? We'll follow this road. I really don't like how I can't just use my, I can't just use the mouse to move things on the map. I don't know if there's a setting for that. I feel like there should be a setting for that. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Nice. Was that accessibility? Oh. I think I might have like left it on back, or like selected yes when I did.
What do John and George send us now?
How did it come to this?
I will admit I did lose some, like, not having to hold down shift this part. I could probably change that in the settings. I don't. Oh, is that what it is? Canyons? I was wondering if it was like multi-boxers. But no, it seems like it's just companions.
We have to find a way inside.
Good to know. That was probably one of the more interesting races available for the for Crowfall. I don't know why. Every time I play ESO, it just reminds me of Crowfall. Was it up? Oh no. Like, every time I play ESO, it reminds me of Crowfall. But like that's probably one of the more like interesting race options for Crowfall. Was the well, they had to be honest, they had like a, I'd say most, like they obviously had like the generic choices for races, right? Like they had the different elves, and they had like the fae, and they had humans, and then the other humans, stuff like that.
I don't think you appreciate how awful my situation. What's the point of hiring a guide if all he's going to do is abandon you at the first sign of difficulty? Is Julia?
But they had like the centaurs, they had like the elk people, which is danger I mean. They had the little guinea pigs. They're kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of liked some of those accessibility features. Honestly. Some of those were pretty nice. Like being able to close the menu with being able to close menu with the with like keyboard stuff. Some of those are pretty nice, honestly. Oh wow, this is extremely different. Oh, it feels so weird to like navigate through this again. I guess it's just gonna use escape as yeah. It's gonna feel weird to get used to this, honestly. I wonder if someone's made an arachnophobia mod for this game. Alright, it's kind of dumb. I can't like left click an item. Oh, that's an enemy. I thought it was just like an effect.
Can anyone hear me? Help! Cut me down before the spiders. Poisoned by. There is a Treminius office.
Oh.
What happened to you? You are in a terrible state.
Are you aware of the danger I was in?
But where is your pack? And where is
Oh, this is so weird.
Tiberius! Tiberius! Been wasting away like a common beggar.
It feels so weird that
You ask after
that the
monkey.
menu looks like this now.
I shall write about how
I'm so used to the other way.
died.
must ensure you don't lose its way again.
But yeah, I remember it was kind of like a big thing for Skyrim. Where I think it was pretty early on, where you're supposed to fight a like spiders to get through a cave, and there's people who had like really severe arachnophobia, and someone made a mod that replaced all of the the spiders with, I think it was like miniature bears or something like that. So that way people who had arachnophobia could play the game. Personally, I always found it really interesting how phobia severities can, some tells me I can't get that while he can affect certain things like that. Oh, maybe I can. Probably like, or like even in a game, it can elicit the fear. But I've seen like very different levels of it, right? Like I've had, like for instance, I have not, I wouldn't necessarily call it like a fear of heights. It's more like a fear of falling. Like, and I say it's I've always said I have an irrational fear of falling, and it's just like I can control it depending on the height that I have to go up. But like every time I have to even get on a step stool, my brain's like, I'm gonna fall off the step stool and break my neck. But since it's a step stool, I'm just like, I'll be fine. Like it's not that big of a deal. But like if I have to go up ladders and stuff, like, you know, again, that's when shit gets rough. Oh my goodness, is that the Kagi herself? Hello. Seeing me play it in first person immersion though. How can I be immersed in being a cat if I don't play in first person? Goodness. I've always played all the Elder Scrolls games in first person. I know in like an MMO it's a pretty distinct disadvantage, but first person for the win. It's been pretty good. We're working. I'm finally trying to get access to the Morrowind area. And that's like the only DLC zone that I have access to, because that's the one that Epic gave out for free. But it's been nice for when I'm just like, I don't know what to do, and I'm like, you know what, I'll play ESO. Because I've been in the mood to play an MMO, but unfortunately the two MMOs that I really want to play both require subscriptions, and I also have like a backlog of games I need to work through. So I've decided to resist temptation, because like, all right, so like one of them was like World of Warcraft, because I've heard good things about the current expansion. But like whatchamacallit, they have a really good deal right now for 25 bucks. It comes with the current expansion, 2 months, and a level 60 character boost, which is worth like way more than the 25 bucks they ask for. But I'm like, ugh. And I know that if I just played World of Warcraft for like those 2 months, I could definitely make enough for WoW tokens. But I want to work through my backlog. So I've had to resist temptation of getting that. And then 14 doesn't have anything like that, so I'd have to pay it out of pocket, and I can't really afford that. Oh yeah, the ESO Plus stuff, or whatever it's called. Yeah, they just offered like a free trial that's like going to end soon. And I'm like, I should not get that, because as soon as I use it and get used to it, I'm going to want to like spend money on it. So I would rather just not deal with that because like the space thing is definitely like I can definitely feel that's like one of the issues with Elder Scrolls. There's been plenty of times I've been getting really annoyed because even just picking up like materials to use for later takes up a lot of space. Realistically though, I should be playing Guild Wars 2. Because like Guild Wars 2, I spent $20 to get like, I think it was like 2 or 3 of the DLC packs. Like everything but like the like most recent one. And I think I put like 2 hours into it after buying it. Touch distance. So I really should get to, wait, that counts? Oh. Doesn't look Daedric or undead to me. Kind of funny how they got rid of the X, like to close menus button, but I still can't like just left click to get something. If it was gone, you can still keep it in your space. Oh, that's nice at least. Yeah, I've played some games. Well, it's like, what is it, 14, right? You have like the retainers that you have to pay like an extra fee for the extra one, which to be honest, like, is not as bad as it sounds because you can just get the cheaper sub and then just get 2 more retainers for the price that you save, for the cost you save. At least in my opinion, I don't think it's too bad. But if you don't keep paying for the 2 retainers, right? So like for instance, right, recently they had a free login period, but if I did that, I wouldn't have access to 2 of my retainers, like at all. I wouldn't be able to pull anything in or out of it. So the fact that they at least let you use stuff is nice. Where did the... I don't know where it stores that stuff now. It's so weird. I turned, like, apparently I had accessibility mode turned on without realizing it, and I got used to that menu setup, and I have no idea where anything is now. Download ESO again, play it again. I mean, I do know there was a recent DLC, the Golden Road or whatever. I've heard some decent things about it from people that popped in. Where did that... Oh, I liked the other menu better. The other menu was nicer for me. I picked up something to like read it and I don't know where it is. And it was purple. Oh, maybe that's one of the, okay, maybe that's one of the like inscription things. Oh shit. Yeah, that's the closest I've ever come to dying in this game. The ESO player played since like a week or so after release of the game on console. Ah. Oh, can you? I don't know. I've just been following the guide for the stamina stuff. Oh, yeah, this dude. Oh, Daedric summoning? Okay. That's why they count as Daedric. Fair enough. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Acceptable. Classified as a Daedric summon. Yeah, I played, like, in the beta. For ESO. When it was coming out on PC. But at the time, it was still it was like in the same vein of like WoW and stuff, where you needed, like it hadn't gone the buy to play route yet. So you would have needed a sub. At least I'm pretty sure that was the reason I didn't get into it when it launched. Because the beta was kind of fun, and I had people I knew who were going to play it, but I didn't get into it. And at the time, I was playing a lot of Guild Wars and Final Fantasy XIV. Because Guild Wars, that's a game I played a long time ago. Oh, hold on. 51 coins? Say less. Oh, there's this. Oi, 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 you better get your fucking skeleton mitts off of my sky shard, you fucker. Been parkour ass over here. Wait, so they're on NA server though? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get to Morrowind so I can like do that stuff. Cause like there's one thing I've come to learn is a lot of content's like locked behind a lot of the DLCs and stuff, and which it seems it has like the Destiny 2, or the issue I had with Destiny 2, where it was like, you want to do anything in Destiny 2, you have to buy like half a dozen DLCs. But I have a DLC for free, so I'm trying to be able to try that out. Because it's kind of also an issue with like trying to look up builds and stuff, is that like I only have access to Morrowind, and then I think the Imperial City free one. And I'm pretty sure neither of those gives me access to like every single build I've seen has been like, here's this one specific one specific ring that you really need. Alright, you know what? I was trying to be nice. Fuckers. Trying to be nice. Yeah. Well, it came out, the Gold Road one. Unless there's another one.
Did you see those? Me? Yes, this is the right.
Yeah, Golden Road, whatever it's called. Came out recently, which added scribing. I think that's what it was called. You get to like change a bunch of your skills and stuff. Yeah, that came out I think last week? Question mark? Basically straight. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, so if you get hit, it just instantly consumes all of your stamina. At least on the horse. But yeah, so it's been kind of rough because I was just like, huh, what builds should I go? Because I wanted to build a warden. Like initially, that wasn't. I hate that so much, bro. when you're doing something and like you don't move, right? Like we're here and the mob's like, I'm gonna keep beating the shit out of you, and then you're like, all right, I'll fight you, and the mob's like, never mind, haha, fuck you. Like, brother. That's so annoying. That happens so often. Just going for that one round. Game trial. Oh, we had a bunch of stuff. I mean, like, if you had a bunch of stuff I'm still interested in it, I'd suggest giving it a go again. See if it like scratches an itch. Like, I don't know when was the last time you played, but I've heard a lot of people giving the game a lot of props recently because they've been adding more content tied to like achievements and stuff for skins and mounts and pets, stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. I have a soft spot for MMOs that, especially free-to-play ones or buy-to-play ones, that like give at least a decent amount of like cosmetics and stuff through just playing the game.
We still have room if you expect.
Well, of course.
But yeah, like I've only just started, so I only have there's, what is it? Like I think where is it? What is it? Where's this go? Let me see. Can I fucking find my way? There we go. I can. There we go. I think it's no. That's hideous, but there is costume I want to get, which I was really excited for. This, like this one. Bro, look at this. Look at this. It looks so cool. There's like 3 different versions. But then when I looked through it, I saw there was a DLC that's Orsinium. And now I realize that I'm pretty sure I can't get that without owning that DLC, and it makes me want to cry. Where's another one? There's like 2. Where's the other version? I don't let me see them anymore. There was like 3 different versions. I don't know where the other ones are. Cause there was like this one, there was like a polar bear version, and then there was one that was like rounder with like gold and stuff. They all looked really cool. I wanted them. But now I understand that if I want the money to spend the shmoney. I don't want to spend this broke bitch. Put this back on because that helmet is fucking hideous. The helmet is hideous! Right. All the way over there. Alright, so we got way shrines we can grab. Dragon, you made it wrapped around that tree house? Oh, I don't know how nice it would have been, but I do know they did give away like a house. I think it was like last month was the login reward. I think I was able to snag it. I don't know how to check. Yeah, I think it was like one of the rewards because it was like the anniversary or something. Tell me right now. Meow. Uh-oh. Gonna crash you. Yeah, let's go. 2 crashes, let's try. I think Epic is like crashing it somehow. Because every time it crashes, I can't access Epic. Yeah. Either it crashing is causing a problem with Epic, or Epic is the reason it's crashing. Because I use the Epic Games Launcher. Because like every time it crashes, I can't access the Epic. Like it won't pop up on my monitor. Like it'll pop up for a second, then go invisible. Ah. I guess that means I think I need to whatchamacallit. Need to have it do the check it's verify it's filed. Because last time it was crashing a bunch, I just had to do that and it fixed the problem. I hadn't had an issue for a while. Single player stuff we got free. Yeah, I used to go through Steam for ESO, but then Epic gave away Morrowind for free. I was like, alright, cool, thanks. It's also why, whatchamacallit, I played Destiny through Epic because they gave away the Taken King or whatever. One of the DLCs they gave away for free. Well, technically they gave away the free pack that came with like 2 or 3 DLCs, and then 2 of the DLCs that came in it, like, were just added to the base game. So, but it was still free, so I don't really care. How they rope you in? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I have bought a game on Epic because at the time it was the only way to get the game. But I don't necessarily mind the Epic Game Launcher, to be honest. It's just that like a lot of times when they have sales, I don't have money. Because the Epic Game sales are actually really good. Because they usually give you like, there's usually the sale discount, and then they usually give you a coupon that it stacks on top of the sale discount, so you can get some pretty good stuff pretty cheap. Necrom looks dope with the. Is that that's the Arcanist one, yeah? Or is that the Necromancer one? Yeah, those are the 2 classes I don't have. I heard the Arcanist one is really good. Yeah, with the green stuff. Yeah, I've heard that one's like really strong. Should I tank out with it? Good tank. I'm just. I saw a video that was like Stamina Warden's pretty good, and I was like, say less, dog. Or not Stamina Warden, Stamina Sork. And so I was like, say less, because I was just like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna play what find the guild. Even though I do want to play Stamina Warden, I want to play Warden. And the Warden uses the bear, I guess. Well, basically, I want to use anything that lets me hit things with a weapon. Which generally means it's probably going to be stamina based. I don't mind casting spells, but I prefer being... It's a curse. It's a curse, I tell you. Those anemones? Oh, they like anemones. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to get anemone. I will admit that flame weapon is kind of cool though. Yeah, Warden, Mage, Templar, Mage Blade. Very next time, Warden, plus Templar people 3 CP back in the day. Oh my goodness, what a pro. Buy stuff from... Yeah, that was me in Guild Wars. Guild Wars and World of Warcraft. I did a lot of like grinding on. Because for World of Warcraft I could get the WoW token so I could play for free. In some months I would even be able to get multiple. buddy. Yeah, I want to like. I think my warden's an orc right now, and I want to make a Argonian Argonian Dragon Knight, and then probably a Templar at some point. Kind of depends on how long I feel like playing the game. And it's been nice for like, it's kind of been my like go-to, like I don't know what to do, and then I'm just like, you know what, I feel like playing Elder Scrolls Online. Cause I was playing Granblue a lot, so I'd get through the grind, and then I kind of hit a point where now I'm just like, I should be grinding in Granblue because there's a Guild Wars coming up. I don't want to. Don't want to. So I've been playing other games, and then I've been working through my backlog during the morning stream. Tomorrow is trying to continue Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Even though I'm still in shambles, like I'm still crying because I'd been holding on to a $50 like Switch gift card that my nieces got me for, I think it was my birthday. I used it to buy the Etrian Odyssey pack because it was on sale for the 3-pack for like half off. And I was really excited because I really like those games. And then on my way out, on the sale menu, it showed me Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was on sale for like $1 more than what I spent. And I was really sad because I was like, fuck, I could have like done Xenoblade 2 into Xenoblade 3. I was kind of sad. So now I have to wait.
You.
Oh, no, actually, no. I don't know if it's dead. This scamp getting quite really good. They took something. Save tank inhibitor you could use. Minus Templar tank. Necromancer came out. The only thing I liked about Necro was that they had a skill that they just summoned a big ass spectral scythe. I thought that was cool. Hey, rude, I was fighting that. Appreciate you, buddy. I don't appreciate you. I was perfectly content just diving by myself. Oh, it's like right next to the entrance. Every single thing you can do speedruns and story. Off by heart? I don't think I was ever that like die hard. I don't think I was ever die hard enough for an MMO to like know everything, unless it was something that
You must.
specifically no, what the brother wants. And the quest, I'm too lazy. If it was something I played, I knew everything about it. If it wasn't something I played, I didn't care enough to know about it. Unless I had a friend who played it and they were just like, I really don't understand what I'm doing, and then I would go learn everything about it to teach them. I was just like, for instance, like in WoW, I knew basically everything you had to do for any of the plate classes.
Freedom at last. I don't know how much longer.
Like if it was a warrior, paladin, death knight, I more than likely knew everything you had to do for it, even for the specs I didn't play. Hunter. The only reason I even knew Hunter stuff was because I had a friend who she plays Hunter a lot, and she knows like all the ins and outs. And she'd usually just tell me about it, and I'm like, alright, hit me with the knowledge. I had to learn mage stuff because I had two friends. One that wanted to be an ice mage, the other wanted to be a fire mage. But they were like, we can't figure out what we're doing, and I was like, what the f. Fine. Guild Wars 2 was probably the closest I came to learning almost everything about every class at the time. Because I was really into Guild v Guild. Well, into World v World stuff, so you kind of had to know everything if you didn't want to just get rolled out of nowhere. PvP tends to do that to you. I passed a Sky Shard. Is there really no way shrines around here? Yeah, there's one on the way back. Killed and tons of peeps. I was constantly invited to tank hard mode that. All the time. Goodness. So pro. I was I guess we better ask Mello, even though he's gonna be complaining when he came to dungeons in World of Warcraft. I never liked doing Mythic Plus dungeons in World of Warcraft. I liked raiding. Raids were fun. Like, they would just be like, do you want to come help with the raid? And even if I didn't have a character that could use a lockout, I'd be like, sure. Why not? But like, you go, hey, you want to do... Fuck you too then. You can't use that. I forgot those. I'm in a different faction there. But, they'd be like, hello, we need one more DPS for Mythic Plus. I was like, have you asked literally everybody? They're like, yes. I'm like, everybody. They're like, fucking. Hated doing plus. Such a pain. It would be funny because sometimes, like, it also didn't help too much because a lot of times at the time I was playing, like, Fury Warrior, which wasn't that great. I was during a time Fury was really weak. And then, and that's all I liked to play was Fury Warrior or, like, DK. And my DK at the time wasn't, like, anywhere near geared enough to do Mythic Pluses of the levels that they wanted to be doing. While my, Warrior was at least, like, geared enough that he could, like, do... You know, he could pull some numbers. I wasn't gonna top DPS charts with the other two guys, because they were like, more meta players, but... It's always funny, because their third that they would sometimes do it with, they'd be like, we don't understand how we do some of these keys faster with you on a worse class than we do with him. And I'm like, well, that's because I know how to play my fucking class, and I don't change to whatever's the flavor of the month. We had a guy who was a really good mage. Like, he was a really good mage. Like, didn't matter what spec he played, he was really good at it. But he was, like, a flavor of the month kind of guy. So, like, whenever balances came out and something was, like, considered meta, he would, like, re-roll to that class. But the problem is that, like, the class would do the damage for him. And so if it ever became, like, an oh shit scenario, he kind of, like, he couldn't do anything. Like, he didn't know how to, like, you know, swap his rotation to do stuff. I'm like, you know, my class may suck, but I know how to play it. So when shit goes south, I know how to, like, CC things so that we don't die and waste time and have to run all the way back. Which in Mythic Pluses were way more important. Used to play with? I can't, because you can't transfer anything over to PC from console. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, he was meta in PvE. In PvP, he was like, I'm just gonna fucking play a fire mage and just try to one-shot nuke people for the lulz. And I was like, respectable. Let's see if we can get that Sky Shard since it's technically right there. Watch it not be that easy to get. Yeah, I like raiding. Oh wait, I guess... Oh. They had the shiny thing, so I thought they would, like, try to murder me if I tried to use their shrine over there, but I guess not. But, But I was never really big. I've never really been a big fan of dungeons for some weird reason. I can't even tell you why. I guess it's just because every single MMO for the longest time, like 90% of their content that you had to do was like in dungeons of some sort. I just got so fed up with it. Well, the raids, you only did it like once or twice, like, you know, a couple times a week, depending on how many ults you had. Which back in those days, I was a bit of an ultaholic. Who gives a shit that there's a path right there, brother? I can just fucking bunny hop up here. Like, it's probably one of the things that actually annoys me about the changes they did for Final Fantasy 14, where I can't say for Endwalker because I haven't done the Endwalker one too much, but like, was Body Southern Front previous expansion? Yeah, it was previous. Basically, they like you used to do fate farming for wait, is this actually where I'm supposed to, or is that just? Oh, that might actually be where I'm supposed to go. Don't you fucking touch me. You're a bitch. But like you would do fate farming, which was out in the open world, and was it exciting? No, it was boring as shit. Like in actual gameplay, it was boring as fuck. Because you were just running, you know, from one point to the next in the open world. But generally in the more efficient maps, like you would have these trains of people, and that's how I made friends for the most part. Was basically people who I found who I'd like run into often, and we'd party up and we'd just like chit chat while we were waiting for stuff to like spawn and shit like that. And then they changed it to basically be these roguelike dungeons that you could run over and over again. That then became the most efficient way to farm XP, well, to do XP for your alt jobs. You didn't have the MSQ anymore, and there's only a certain amount of like, there's only a small amount of side quests, and the only repeatable questing content eventually got phased out for combat classes and was only for gatherers and crafters, which I never really agreed with, but it was probably just something they looked at internally and went, oh yeah, we can cut this out because this is more efficient if we do something else. And then I guess technically the Bajan front kind of like was a mix of fate farming with the Heaven on High dungeons. But I don't know, there's something about the Bajan front that I wasn't a big fan of. To be fair, at the time I think I was just like getting burnt out on the grindability of like how much grinding you had to do to get all the classes, all the jobs leveled up. Because I was kind of like an achievement hunter to some degree in 14 compared to like most other MMOs I played. Because a lot of really cool mounts were tied to achievements. And there are some pretty interesting titles. I grinded the shit out of leveling all of the Disciple of War classes to get the Disciple of War titles. Because there was titles that you could get or that you can get. I don't know if they kept. I'm assuming they kept up with them. But in 14, there's these titles you get for you would have to level all the Disciple of War classes, Disciple of Magic classes, and then I think it's like the Crafter and Gatherer classes, like jobs, like their max level. And then you would get respective titles for that. And then I think if you did all of them, you would get there was a different title you could get. I didn't care about any of them but the Disciple of War ones, because there was one that was like God of War was the title that you would get. Grandmaster of War, stuff like that. I was like, oh, those are the titles. Flex. But it's just like, I think that like burned me out because I like did all of them back to back to back. Just staying in the deep dungeon like the whole time, just living in it. And I don't think that burnout ever like really went away. Which is probably one of the real reasons I don't play 14. Well, that and because a lot of the people that I used to play with don't. A lot of them quit. And I don't like pugging stuff, even though 14 the pugging community really isn't all that bad. Or at least it wasn't. I've heard it's still pretty good. But when you played World of Warcraft as long as I have, having to pug kind of, you kind of don't, if you can avoid it. Huh. You tell me to come here. And then you tell me I can't go through the port. I also don't know why there's jumps I can make in like third person, but I can't make them in first person. Nice. Pretty decent stuff. Filled in my inventory a bunch though, because whee! I think that's the only other thing I don't like about this game. Is like you have such limited inventory as like a beginner, and then everything you do gives you stuff that goes in your inventory. Everything. Every little thing you do is just quest reward. Here's like a random item like that you know you're not gonna use, that you can't decline. Oh, you wanted to turn that in without having to like... Oh, shit. That was expensive. Don't see me, leave me alone. But, I forgot what I was talking about. Well, at least for 14, like a lot of people I didn't like played. Or a lot of people that I played with stopped playing. Oh yeah, WoW for pugging. Cause like, WoW's like pugging scene was so toxic for the longest time. For the longest time. I was like, yeah, we want you to have like be overgeared for this content that we want to do, even though we called it a learning party. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's the same thing with like Lost Ark. That was one of the things that really like killed Lost Ark for me, was the group of people I knew like stopped playing. But then you had to pug. But I didn't play a meta class, so it became really hard to get accepted into raid groups. And unfortunately, the entirety of the progression in that game was tied to the raids. So if you couldn't get into raids or put a raid group together, you literally cannot progress your character at all whatsoever, period. It's kind of dumb. I do know they recently were talking about like at least doing something so that people can solo like progress their characters to a certain degree. So there's that, I guess. But I don't know, I think I have it installed. Part of me wants to try the game again, but like I did put 1,000 hours into it in the first like 3 months that it was out. But like at the same point, just thinking about like everything you have to do, I'm like, Lost Ark is by definition a game that once you stop playing it, I feel like it's hard to get back into it if you're not someone who spends. Because the grind is so slow, and yeah, I know they do the passes and stuff, but like, I think even with the passes, it's not, like it's still pretty hard for a free-to-play player to get back into. And then like all the gold is attached to raids. There's no way to really make gold outside of raids for the most part. There's a couple other content, or at least there used to be. I don't know if they're still like viable now. Which is because like it's a problem because you need gold. Like you just need so much of it. Oh, you kind of had a "my people need me" maneuver there. So I thought like someone had started fighting him. What that means is this. statue at past time. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there's the lady. I see the light though. Oh, there it is. I was right. That was the statue I passed. All right. I have to go like this. Honestly, I also just want a battle board pet. Or not a pet, but like a mount. I have like no, I have like 3 types of mounts I really like. Armored turtle mounts. Or like snapping turtle mounts. Armored boar mounts. Or just boar mounts in general. And the bear mounts. I take all the bear mounts. I don't really care what they are. If it's a bear, I want it. I'll use it. Whereas like, what was it? In 14? I grinded the... I don't have the armored version, which I do want to get. But, I have the regular version, like the basic version for the warrior bear mount. I have that. I grinded that out by just running solo, like dungeons in, like solo, just over and over again until I got all the... I think it was like, what, 300 dungeon runs? I split it up. I think I did like 20 a day. Something like that, so I wouldn't lose my mind. Sometimes I do a little extra on the days that I didn't mind. But I tried to stay like within the 20 bracket range minimum. And then there was a friend of mine who was playing at the time that was just like, oh, I was like, alright, no likes bears. And they got me the Christmas bear from the shop. And then there was a Christmas event that gave a polar bear. That was basically just a free version of the Christmas bear with it. That was just a polar bear without the Santa Claus outfit. Not as good as the Santa Claus one. But they throw presents. Granted, it did also have its own like whatchamacallit. Its own I think it had an ability that the Christmas one.
Stop! I need more meat.
You go get the... What kind of... Get the way shine. Okay, got food and stuff to do. What kind of food we got? What kind of food we talking about? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna wander over with a plate real quick.
Ah, you've arrived. There's much to do.
Go this way. I think that way is better.
All who worship the Lord, Mother, and help out a poor welcome in heaven.
Alright. See if we can climb up. Any little shortcuts or anything? This way. Go there. No, the terrain looks relatively passable. I love that my fighters go. Oh. Not that it matters, we don't even use anything. Oh, we almost have enough to get this though. Rank 34. Okay. Gotta look through skills. I kind of have an issue where like I have skill points, but I don't have anything like super useful for putting them in right now. I'm kind of just saving until I get skills high enough, or skill trees at a high enough level. Spider Daedra, you say? Oh, that's just their fighting stance. There's right way. There we go. This one. So we can get. Don't mind if I do. Resist pops, resist pops. Also, I fully blame, what is it, King's Avatar for making me want to play MMOs again. If you don't know what it is, it's like a Chinese light novel that's gotten like adapted like 20 different times. Like that thing's had like a manga, a Chinese like anime. I forget what the term for it is for when it's like the Chinese version. A live action Chinese version of it. And then I think I think now it's like a manhwa. I think was the last one I was reading. And it's like it's one of those like gaming ones, like actual gaming ones, but it's kind of an interesting take on it, where it's like because like usually in the gaming like web novels, light novels, mangas and stuff, right? It's like the guy gets like betrayed and then he like somehow wakes up as like his younger self, and he's like, I'm going to like use all of my knowledge to get all this stuff before everybody else does and be super strong and all that kind of stuff. This one took a different approach. Like technically this one was still the got betrayed thing in a way, but it wasn't the case of like basically he was forced to retire, and then instead of going for instead of sending him like back in time before everything, right? It was just like he retired, but the way the game worked was that every anniversary they open a brand new server where everybody starts from scratch, and so he just happened to like retire around that time and he just restarts. It's really good. It's a really interesting take on it. Or instead of just sending them back in time, they're just like, alright, he's just gonna retire and then, quote unquote, retire, go through his, like, not allowed to play time, and then once he has it, he's gonna make a comeback and whoop some ass. And every time I read it, it makes me want to play, like, MMOs, because it's based on an MMO thing. Try to do it from this.
You found my note. Thank the rose. And you, of course. I caught a glimpse of our enemies while I hurtled through oblivion. They lurk in a ruin deep within a swamp. The face of a lizard looms above them. When the others are safe, we should seek my lady's counsel. Hurry back to Pariah Abbey.
Of course you want me to hurry back to the Pariah, why wouldn't you? I was just actually expecting it to make me go back to the Abbey. The only problem with reading like, well, the only problem with reading like web novels and stuff about like gaming is that none of the games they're based off of are real. Either not real games, or they're based off of games, but then things get warped in a way where it's not like real, like it's not realistic. Like King's Avatar is apparently based off of Dungeon Fighters. Well, not apparently, it's based. That's basically what it's based off of. Like all the classes come from that, and I think it has some similarities with like the crafting mechanics and stuff like that, but the way the gameplay itself, at least, is kind of portrayed. Like I've played Dungeon Fighters online. It's definitely nowhere near the same. But to be fair, Dungeon Fighters Online has always had really interesting like class concepts in some of their designs, in my opinion. Like the ghost blades and stuff like that. The battle mage mechanic I think is pretty interesting. No, it's way right. Right? Oh no, Stormhaven. Yeah, Stormhaven is. Yeah, it's always dangerous when you're playing a game, or when you're reading like one of those web novels or manhwas that are based off of like games, because stuff gets tweaked in a way that you're just like, there's no way. Either stuff gets tweaked where it's just like, there's no way like a game would ever play in that sort of capacity, or it's a case of like the game's just not realistic, right? Like a la Sword Art Online style, where you know you have to like do the full basically brain dance in kind of deal, where it's just like you're in your little capsule and you're fully like hooked up to the game, like virtual reality and shit like that, which would be kind of cool if we ever did get to that point before I died. That'd be nice to see. Or it's just a case of like the way the combat plays is just not the way it's gonna play. Like what is it? I'm mistaken. Log Horizon. Log Horizon is quite possibly hands down my like favorite anime. At least for the 2 seasons I've seen. I don't know if they ever continued with 2 seasons. Basically, whatever was like put out before it went on like super long hiatus, because I think, if I remember correctly, the the guy I think was like had something to do with like tax fraud or some shit like that. I don't remember. I remember the dude in charge of it got caught up in some pretty not great stuff. And then I heard there's like complications with the studios. I've tried to like read the light novel, but the light novel's pacing was a little interesting from what I read it. And then the manga itself is a little all over the place. But like the anime is really good because the combat system, I'm pretty sure there was like other MMOs in Japan that were similar, but the combat systems reminded me of Final Fantasy 11, where you basically you fight through menus. This is the best way I can describe it. You go through menus to tell the game what you want to do. Oh. I should have checked if it was on this map before running off. Go back to the Way Shrine. But like in Log Horizon, it's so good. It makes now I want to rewatch it because it was such a good anime. At least I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Had some pretty interesting premises and like tweaks to stuff. That was really cool. I think what is it, a gaming manual that I'm reading currently that I think is pretty cool, which falls into the vein of guy got you know, screwed, and so he somehow ended up back in time and blah blah blah. Is what is it, triple S rank like Berserker or something like that, where the premise of like the systems was pretty cool, where it's like you have like at certain level breakpoints you have chances to like multi-class in a way, or you can just continue like focusing on like the class you want to do, and that was some pretty interesting premises. But one of it was like whatchamacallit, the game, you had this menu where it let you combine two skills together and then they would combine into like a new kind of skill. I was like, that's a pretty interesting system. I think I've played like single player RPGs that had systems like that in some form or fashion. Like it was either the case that you could straight up combine two skills. There's a demonic fire camel as a fucking mount. That's sick, bro.
You are ready? We soon... Of course.
That's actually kind of cool. Some of them, like I'll give it to them. Like their armor skins and stuff, low weak, but their
I won't promise.
their mounts, pretty cool. They have some pretty cool mount designs. I am definitely a fan of them. Like fire demon camel thing, like ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. I'm gonna say that's not cool. Like that's definitely a design you could fuck up, but they did not fuck it up. It was, wait, am I not? Where am I thinking? Oh no, I'm somewhere new. Better grab way shrines on. Yeah, I will say though, I would never want to play one of those MMOs in the in those stories where it's like there is an item that is extremely powerful and only one person can get it, and it's the first person who gets there. Those types of like games, and there have been games like that in the East, from what I've heard. Whenever I peruse through like Eastern MMOs that don't make it to the West, where there's like a specific item that there's like no duplicates and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, I would hate to play a game like that. You imagine, especially because it's ones that have like PvP as an option. You imagine you just get your ass blasted by some dude and you're like, holy shit, what did he kill me with? And you like check out his items or somehow, and you see that he's got like two-handed sword that's like super powerful, and you're like, oh shit, I want one of those. And then, oh, I forgot to go to the vendor, to the bank and shit. And then you look it up, and then you come to realize you can't get it because it's like, oh my god, I would cry. I wouldn't really cry, I just wouldn't play the game. I'd be like, alright, I'm done with this game. I will say though, it would be nice if maybe at some point it was possible to like make money through a video game. But like, I don't foresee that being possible at all. Like, at least not in my lifetime. There's so many moving parts that you would need for that to work. Oh.
You found it. This is definitely the place from my vision.
But it's just like I always envision like those stories with like the MMOs where they like have people, they like hire people with contracts, and it's just like,
I see now.
huh.
Seems this Tommy.
Like I wouldn't mind getting paid a salary by a guild to just fucking grind the crap out of something. Oh. It'd be interesting, but I don't, at least like I don't see it happening anytime in my lifetime, unfortunately. Granted, I mean it would be kind of different if you were in the East, because like I know over there, I think that's been they've been trying to phase it out a little bit, but there's been a lot of like, there's a lot of places to like grind for stuff and then sell it for like actual money. Granted, that's also where you get a problem where I think it was in China, where there was a guy. It caught my interest because it ended up being an MMO that I had tried before. And basically, there's this guy and his friend who they shared an account, which I don't know if it was like, you know, that's always like arguable whether that's allowed or not in games. But they shared an account and they were like hardcore grinding for this extremely rare item. And in that game, stuff like that wasn't bound to like the characters or anything. And apparently the friend that had like access to the account, like the other friend, like one of the guys got it on his run. And then the other guy, like apparently while the guy was like offline, like sleeping or whatever, I don't remember the exact specifics. But basically he sold the weapon for a bunch of money. And the other dude, like the guy he shared access on the account with, got so mad he went over to the guy's house and just stabbed him to death. And I was like, okay, that's kind of nutty. Like, I think most of us would have just been like, fuck you, change the password on the account, and been like, we're never like sharing an account ever again kind of deal. But you know, not quite sure if murder would have been very high on that list of reactions for your average gamer in that situation. I think it would have been a bit more accurate of a like, alright, where's my cut kind of deal. I have a feeling that there's probably some stuff lost in translation from the article. Because I have a feeling it might have been more the guy sold the weapon and then used all the money on something that he wanted. Something like that. That would make more sense to me. But this was like a translation of it. I think I was watching like a video. Like interesting gaming news at the time. In regards to like MMOs. But still, even then, pretty sure there would have been ways to deal with that instead of, you know, life in jail. I've also always been kind of on the fence about like gold selling, whether that should be allowed or not. like honest, like, you know, on one hand you're like, well, gold selling like is bad for the state of the game, which is true, unless the game itself is like, the economy of the game itself is kind of like designed around that being an acceptable idea. But at the same point, right, it's like there's an argument to be made, because you're like, well, yes, but you know, if you did it, you could technically just pay for like the sub of the game and pay for stuff that you need by just farming in game. So on one hand, yeah, it's bad, because it does a lot of problems. Two, it's generally illegal, because it's generally most of the games when you accept the terms of service, one of them is you can't sell like in-game things for real money. And even though there's always like points of contention on that, especially for World of War, man, I remember World of Warcraft had a really big issue. That's been a really big like pain point for the world first race a couple times. Is you can technically buy gold from the game itself, and apparently there was a couple times the race was brought in question, the legitimacy of it, because some of the, I think there was one left. Like a lot of the bigger guilds, what they were doing was they were taking out IOUs, and then they would either basically pay, like, they would hop from like server to server looking for items that players needed. Even I think they've done something with itemization, so it's not that big of a deal anymore, but there was at least like 2 world first races I remember it was a problem, where they would hop like server to server looking for buy and equip items that had like the stats the player would need, and they would just be like, all right, do you like tell us what pieces you absolutely need. And so alongside them farming, the other like guild members who weren't like in the mythic race would like basically in a way like grind gold and stuff to be able to go and buy these items from other people, and they would use like WoW tokens to do it, because they would basically buy them on IOUs from people. Like they would give them a legitimized IOU for gold or a run like through mythic content at a later date once the world race was over. And it was a pretty big point of contention, because not all guilds could do that. And there was people calling in the legitimacy of stuff like that. To be fair, I think it only happened like the 2 times. But it also brings into effect how, like, what would happen if you actually allowed real money to be allowed in the flow of things for gaming in general. At the same point, that's also how you would like be able to incorporate money into it. Like basically, if you ever want to, like, if a video game ever wants to allow its players to make money, which as a byproduct, like you would, like the company itself would also make money. This is something people don't understand. Like, it would technically behoove a company to be, if they could find a way to allow money to be transactioned through into and out of the game, because they could just incorporate a fee when you're trying to like convert like in-game money into like actual like real world money. And so they would be making probably hand over fist money if they could ever actually figure out a way to do it where people found it acceptable. That's kind of like the trickier part of it all, is people finding it acceptable. And as most people are just really don't like money in games, which I can't really blame them. It doesn't feel nice when you lose to someone just because like they threw some extra money at the game.
Gathering up my gifts for me. Come along, beautiful. I want to repay you.
But at the same point, like if you ever wanted to actually just make money from playing a game, then that's what's gonna have to, like, money has to flow in order for money to flow out. Which would mean that like businesses and companies would have to put their hands into like guilds and stuff to do that. That's the only way they'll make enough money to allow for that flow to exist. Oh, cool portal.
Don't hold back, lover.
It's not as scary as I thought.
More! Oh yes, give me more.
Freaky looking spider.
Aren't you a lovely one? I can't wait to hear you scream. Sweet, foolish more. You have no idea what's coming.
I mean, besides your ass open? No, they don't. Yeah, it's always been a thought I've had. Cause it'd be kind of cool if you could make, like, there was a, cause like I know there's been a lot of cryptocurrency attempts at it, but it, like, if you've ever paid attention to a game that has like cryptocurrency involved, it shows you what I'm talking about as the problem, right? Generally, you have to spend some sort of money into it in order to get something out of it. Like, it's always really funny to me because like I'll see, because like I spent like about probably like 6 or 7 months, like, just when I had my part-time job, like it was a job that allowed me to like just listen to like YouTube videos on the side, and I ended up like looking into cryptocurrency and the blockchain system. And it's like a lot of people were trying to make games where it's like they're trying to wrangle people in. They're like, oh hey, you can play this game, get some cryptocurrency, and you can turn cryptocurrency into money. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. Not how that works at all. Like, pretty much every single one of those games, if you want to do what's required for to get some cryptocurrency, you usually have to put money into the game in some form or fashion.
Enough.
Rejoice, champion. I glorify Reyes.
What was that?
I didn't actually check to see what that was. Ruins of Mazatown. Shadows. I think that's it. Would appear that is it. I guess we'll look into the we'll have to look into where I call it. I have to look into like some other stuff, but we'll go back to the Abbey and get one of the main quest markers there. Alright, I have to look up like what I was actually given. I don't know. Wait, was it a collection thing? Is that what it was? Oh, memento. Oh. That's kind of underwhelming. Slightly underwhelming, honestly. I guess on one hand it is kind of cool, but a little underwhelming for a reward. Okay, where is... Alright, there has to be a way shrine that's closer than this. Ah. Like, why isn't it letting me comment up? Go over to the delve over here. Also, because I feel like there has to be a way shrine on the way there. At least I'm hoping there is. Oh, never mind, they're there. I was like, oh, I think they leashed. I just looked in the wrong direction.
Dangerous time.
Oh, to purchase. I thought I owned that. I was about to be like, what the? Oh, this. Oh, that. Obviously, something I didn't even pick up. Ooh. Fucking damage. Nice to get. Gonna need to like, dump some of those. Alright, we at least made some. Alright. Honestly, I don't know. I liked the other menu better. Part of me kind of wants to put the accessibility thing back on. Oh. No way, shrines. Yeah. What do we get? Oh, this one's gonna suck. They're gonna give me a bunch of these and I don't want them. Gonna give me a bunch of materials. To be honest, like, I just 94. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go over here. It'll be a wild card. Wait, does a whirlwind turn into a whirling blade? Okay, it does. Oh, right, that was one of the reasons I was saving it up. That's gonna be a while before we get it. That's 42. 30. The 30. So I feel like I should probably just get whirlwind one now. Oh, I guess that's the fighter guild. We still aren't at this yet. Be nice to get. Alchemy, we haven't done shit with it. Points I have is 6 points. We'll put a point in there. I think I'm just gonna unlock the whirlwind one. Then level this up and then I'll probably wait to evolve. Like I probably won't evolve any of them anytime soon. Because I definitely want to save up and have it ready to for this and this. Let's. Okay, so I was right. So Wardenfell was the. Oh, okay, all that makes sense now. I was like really curious because I was like I had a feeling that Wardenfell was Morrowind
Will we
because you know
a new face?
Dark Elves
You'll
everywhere.
need to speak.
But
Interesting town.
for some reason I wasn't too sure. And so I looked it up real quick. And yes, Wardenfell was Morrowind.
They say the
I was right.
leaps with happiness when an Argonian hatches. How can the tree weep?
Honestly, like for as much time as I've put into two-handed, you got yeah, I'm definitely gonna like make my warden be the two-handed. Sure. But for as much time as I put into Oblivion, not so much Skyrim. Skyrim, I played Skyrim, but nowhere near as much as I played Oblivion. But like, I couldn't tell you jack shit about the story in Oblivion. And I put a lot of hours into that game. Like a lot of hours into that game. Oh, if I just go. But like, I never paid attention to the story. Once I was out of the prison, I was like, Dobby has been given sock. Dobby is free. Runs around with battle axe. And then I would just go and just wait till it tells me what it wants me to murder. So like, I couldn't tell you anything about the Oblivion story quest. I played a lot of it. But that's the same thing with like Morrowind. Like I had a feeling that area was Morrowind, but it was like bro, ain't no way they're talking about fucking SWTOR in the chat. I saw Sith and quit. I was like, bro, there ain't no way they're talking about what I think they're talking about. But I'm reading it, and it's like, I haven't heard people talking about Star Wars: The Old Republic in forever. I used to play that a decent amount when I first, like, I tried it like a little bit when it was like subscription based, and then I played it a decent amount when it was like when I went free to play. 'Cause I'm a sucker for Star Wars stuff. I like playing the bounty hunter and the trooper. Mostly the bounty hunter because I'm a big Boba Jango Fett fan.
Found the killer.
The guild requests your help. Well met, comrade. Report to... No.
Come on.
On your way.
The other reason I also played a lot of it was because if you had so Star Wars: The Old Republic had this thing for, as in most games, it was during a time where they were trying to incentivize people to have like their authenticators active. But like SOTOR was one of those where it was like, you had to use it every time you wanted to log in. But the way they incentivized people was that for every month you had it like active, you would gain currency, and it didn't matter if you weren't playing, like actual like currency to use in the store. And so like I would like activate it and I would just leave it alone, and then I wouldn't play for like months, and I'd come back to like a big bulk of coins so I could get stuff. It was a relatively interesting incentive. To be fair, it wasn't a whole lot. Like you had to save up for a bit to get it, but you know, I was able to get some pretty cool stuff with it, in my opinion. But I liked playing the bounty hunter. I remember like bounty hunter was my favorite. It had really cool attacks. Also, arm flamethrower. Don't at me. That's too good. And then for like the commando, I always like playing like I think that was the one. I always, when it came to the clone trooper, I always played whatever one let me use the heavy weapons. And then for Sith, I obviously played the tank. Because honestly, if you're playing a Sith and you're not playing either the Darth Vader, which was like I think it was like the Juggernaut, or playing like the Inquisitor with the dual lightsaber to be Darth Maul, you're doing it wrong. Don't at me.
You there, please, I have an urgent message.
Like, those are your only real options when you're playing as a Sith. That just threw me for a loop, just like looking over at the chat, like in-game chat, and seeing them talk about Star Wars: The Old Republic. Like, holy, bro, that threw me for a nostalgia trip. I'm not gonna lie, that animation is not very impressive when you're like in first person. You just see your swords go whoop, and then just disappear.
Praise with that.
Honestly, I don't know why I didn't make an Argonian as my first card. Oh, actually I do know. Because every time I've made an Argonian in this game, when I did it in the beta, it was like Argonian Dragon Knight. And then it's just like not having you know, to me, like if you have a class called Dragon Knight and you don't play it as an Argonian, it just feels weird to me. Obviously, that comes down to personal preference. I think it's one of the reasons I had a hard time playing like Nord or Orc, because I didn't really feel like there was like a Nord or Orc class that I liked. But then they added Warden, and I feel like Warden is very Orcish. I can play as an Orc, because usually I play Orc in when I play Elder Scrolls games. In Oblivion, I played Orc and Argonian. And then, I played Orc on my first playthrough, and then I played Argonian on the next one. And then, And then on Skyrim, I played Orc. And then when it was like, when I played through it, the second time I played through it, I played it as a Nord. Just to be more thematic. Wait, is that just... I blame playing too much World of Warcraft for my like of playing orcs. Even though I say this, but my very first, I still remember my very first character I ever made in World of Warcraft was a dwarf hunter because the fucking World of Warcraft Classic cinematic with a dwarf hunter with a bear pet. Ah, I was in it. I was in it to win it, bro. That shit was so good. And then I chose the wrong server. I stumbled upon a place that shall not be named. I was very scared. Then I ran away to the Horde, which was safer. Never trust night elves. Well, these are really hard to talk to.
I'll take those.
You think you can be a better Khajiit than me? You are sorely mistaken. But yeah, it's just very. I played Orc. Well, I mean, to be fair, I kind of blame Warcraft 3 because Warcraft 3 was where I really like kind of fell in love with the orcs for World of Warcraft. And I read the books. I read a lot of the World of Warcraft books. Some of those books are so good. I own a couple of them. A couple of the ones that were my favorites. But I would play after that. I played Orc and basically Tauren. Were my go-to races. No way. I was even being super sneak. I even had my super sneaky shoes on. I didn't. I have no idea what shoe. Do I have heavy armor? Okay, I do. I need at least one heavy armor. Alright, we have two. So we're chilling. Like it's okay, like it's not as bad, but it's definitely like a little. Yeah, definitely. Like, I should have gotten Whirlwind like forever ago. $280%. That's a oh shit. We're gonna be rich. You really think I can't turn around? You may be Khajiit, but I am better Khajiit. Skin Stealer Cutthroat. I don't know if I like that character's name. Honestly. That's a pretty odd profession. Oh, what does he do? He steals skin. What? Like hunter? Like no, he just steals skin. I'd be very concerned. I'd be sitting here like, what is this, fucking Warhammer 40,000?
Short fun.
Ugh, why can't y'all be like undead or dead? Bro, Whirlwind is so good. What the fuck? The guy that I was reading was just like, oh yeah, no, just use they use Rending Slash a lot. Bro, Whirlwind? That shit's where it's at. Not even morphed yet and it deals a bunch of damage.
You did it. I'm
I'm not gonna lie, if like it feels kind of cool when the assassin dude kind of like jumps over your character, and you can still kind of like spin. Like that's why I like playing in first person. It's just this, it's the simple things, okay?
You did it. I'm free.
Also, it's been so hard to not just buy Wayfinders. The more I see the gameplay of Wayfinders, the more I really want to play it because it just looks so much more fun now. I thought that one was dead. Oh, it's an Arcanist.
I owe you my life.
Free at last.
Yeah, Wayfinders looks really interesting. So don't be too surprised if like one day, like it's just like, haha, teehee, I got Wayfinder early access. Alright, we'll turn this quest in and then we'll just wrap it up for the night. Pretty good stopping point.
Gods, it felt good to bury it. I'd be better if the Dominion sent a large 10 more.
Alright. Nice. Oh, and we got that to rank up. I need to find a merchant. I can sell my ornate things. It's hard to not just grab the ornate stuff. Like, I feel like it's still probably a waste of inventory space at the moment.
I saw strange lights coming.
Just because, like, It's only 85 gold, but I don't care. It says it sells for more money, and I need the money. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the stream. But thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. Have a good day if you have a good day. It was late day for you as well. Stay safe, budget, and I will see you again next.